off, we're going to start with Chris and Jeremy, and Jesse to give us some questions and answers and some memory verses.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our Sunday school classes began this year with Moses and the children of Israel as they left Mount Sinai and began traveling toward the promised land God had promised them. But as they began to travel, they also began to grumble and complain. God had heard their prayers and delivered them out of Egypt, but many forgot the good things that God had done for them. As we learned about the many Sunday school lessons of their successes and failures, we also learned a memory verse that help them go along. Oh, let me do that again. We also learned a memory verse that will hopefully help us to remember the story better. Today we are going to go through some of the stories we learned and tell you about them along with the memory verses we learned. Jesse, we'll start with you. The people of God had left Egypt and were traveling somewhere. Where was God taking them? Into the promised land. Christopher, in this story, what did the people start complaining?
Manna.
Manna. They were tired of eating manna, weren't they? Jeremy, what did God send them to eat instead?
Quail.
Quail. Jesse, was God happy to send this food for them?
No.
No. What was he? How come he was angry?
Because they were greedy.
They were greedy and complaining, that's right. Chris, did the people take only as much as they needed?
No.
No, what did they do? How long did they collect? 2 whole days, day and night they collected the quail. And our memory verse was what happened to those greedy people for doing this. Lyle? That's right. Next picture. Next, the children of Israel come into the edge of the promised land. Jesse, what did God tell them to do now? What did God tell them to do now? Say what? Where? Into the promised land, that's right. Christopher, how many spies came back with a good report?
2.
What were their names? Yeah, nice and loud so everybody can hail them. Right. And what did Caleb and Joshua tell Moses when they came back? This is our memory verse again. The Lord. Right. Jeremy, how did God punish the people for their lack of faith? What did they have to do? Yes, where did they wander? In the was told them. Moses and Aaron on one side, with Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on the other, with the 250 men that listened to their evil words. All the people of Israel gathered there to see what would happen. God told them to get away from Korah and Dathan and Abiram, and Moses said, if a special thing happens so these men die, the people would know God was very angry with them. Chris, what happened to Korah, Dathan, and Abiram? That's right, the ground opened up and swallowed them. Chris, Jeremy, what happened to the 250 men who had listened to Korah, Dathan, and Abiram?
They got struck by fire.
Right, God sent a plague of fire. Now I think we can turn that page over. Even though the children of Israel had seen these men destroyed, they still complained against Moses and Aaron. Jesse, what did God tell Moses to collect from the people? Rods. How many rods? Mm-hmm. One from each tribe, right? Christopher, what did Moses have to do with these 12 rods? In the tabernacle? Right. And our memory verse was what happened the next day when Moses went to check the rods? Right. So I think we can finish. That one. Yep, that one. The 40 years of wandering are now nearly over, but the people still grumble and complain. They once again grew tired of manna that they had to eat and the very little that they had to drink. What plague did God send to teach the people not to complain, Jeremy? We got this paper down so they can hear you. Right, the plague of serpents. Jesse, what would happen to the people if they were bitten by the serpents? They would die. Very good. The people realized they had sinned and came to Moses and asked him to pray for them. Chris, what did God tell Moses to make?